spotted an unconscious kitten laying lifeless on the floor of a burning house. A few moments later, the fireman puts an oxygen mask around its face while using cold water to bring the unconscious patient back to life. A Russian policeman used his patrol car to stop a speeding car, saving the lives of the pedestrians crossing the road. It is a good thing that it only took him just seconds to act. Even though some people were a little banged up, no one was injured. This woman notices an old man shuffling across the busy street when it begins to rain. She rushes towards him to give him an umbrella. What a great act of kindness! An old man is seen crossing a road with cars and becomes frightened and freezes. Another man jumps out of his car and gives the old guy a piggyback ride to safety. And here's a father returning from the military as a huge surprise gift for his family. An off-duty policeman is walking by a river with his family and notices a woman screaming for help. Without thinking twice, he leaps into the river towards the struggling child. Watch as the crowd helps them get back on dry land. Formed a human chain to save their dog trapped in undercurrents of a spillway drain. Watch what happens. Watch as this guy removes chunks of grass and dirt covering a drain on a highway.
Look at that, he cleared that and look at that go. Amazing.
Wow. Oh, look at the plug in your bathtub. It's unbelievable how
That guy's
yes. Started circling.
And here's the same road a few minutes later. Here's a 6-year-old boy who gave his allowance to a homeless man. This Kenyan runner, Kenneth Kipkemoi, has some difficulties finishing a 10-kilometer race. He tries his best to cross his line, but fails every time. A few moments later, another runner, Simon Chapro, picks him up and helps him cross the finish line and holds him up until medics can arrive. Simon's win was forfeited to help his friend, but he was later awarded $15,000 for his sportsmanlike deed. This is the tear-jerking moment when the boyfriend of a girl helps her shave her head because she suffers from alopecia, which makes your hair fall out. You can see it's tough on her. But then, her boyfriend shaves his head in support of her, and she bursts into tears. The video captioned, "Brother of the Year" has gone viral. When a little girl fails to get the ball in the basket, her brother consoles her in the most heartwarming way.
You're strong.
Then, he lifts her to help her land a perfect goal. A small child with a big heart.
Yeah!
This girl is about to get the best birthday present ever. She is about to learn that she is about to be adopted, along with her brother and sister.
I'm going to be adopted?
These children spent 3 years in foster care. Tim Bobbitt and Kylie, his wife's young daughter, had an equally emotional moment when he officially offered the girl to be his daughter.
All of our family and friends, is the day I get to adopt you.
The home of an 8-year-old boy named Daniel was destroyed in a fire. The kids and the teachers wanted to make him happy, and they practically showered him with new toys. A woman could have just received her parcel, but that would have been too cold-blooded. So she left some treats for the delivery driver. Check out his reaction. A grandson surprised his grandpa by restoring a 1957 Chevy Bel Air for his 81st birthday.
Oh, but
Oh.
That's what the car looks like now, after previously looking like this. Everything from the chrome front panel to the vintage small block V8 engine was restored by hand. The grandson painstakingly worked on this project for several months. The car was purchased in 1965 when Fred was only 28 years old. Now these people are committing an act of kindness, saving a kitten that fell into the sea. Look how desperately it clings to life, grabbing onto the rope. And this gentle old man is giving water to a dog right from his palms. He fills his hands with water from a tap inaccessible to the dog. And this blind grandma knits socks and mittens for orphanages. She does it by touch and counts the stitches to make the right size. It began about 14 years ago when, as a result of her daughter's demise, one of her 7 grandkids ended up in the foster system. Now this grandma lives alone and these kids are her new family. These guys are garbage collectors who came to surprise a local resident on her 100th birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish. To live to 105. Shut up.
Orphan. He got kicked out of his friend's house and he didn't have a chance to collect his possessions. Rego had walked over 90 kilometers when he caught the eye of the author of this video, Pakathi. He bought this young man new shoes, socks, and clothes. Next, he fed the boy and gave him money to buy a phone. After that, the Good Samaritan put him in a taxi and wished him all the best. A New York police detective narrowly escaped a gas pump that was hit by a car a moment before. First, he ran away, but then he came back and, risking his own life, saves the 69-year-old Toyota driver. According to one of the theories, the driver was experiencing diabetic shock. Just take a look at the emotions of a 4-year-old Logan from LA when he saw a parade of ambulance vans in honor of his birthday. But that's not all. This little boy was $2 short when trying to get some frozen custard. Cashier Travis discreetly paid the difference with his own money, and a satisfied customer left with his dessert. But the story did not end there. An hour later, the boy brought Travis a thank you note from his mother and a $100 bill. And this little kid is off to wish his mom Happy Mother's Day.
Right here for Mom. Right here, baby. Put him in here. There you go. Say hi.
Good day, Mama.
And this teacher was speaking at a school assembly when she unexpectedly came across her soldier son's name, who was previously deployed for several months.